Hi, I'm Laurie, and this is WHARFERS Unite. And WHARFERS stands for White, Angry, Racist Females. And I think I might tack on to the end of that, WHARFERS. So there's an R and an S there. So I might call it a reform society. Let's just do that. WHARFERS, White, Angry, Racist Female Reform Society. That's what we are. And I just want to say thank you for all you people who've tuned in to my last 2 days. This is the third day of this WHARFERS. Maybe it's a trilogy. You can call it a threesome. I don't know if I'll go further, but we'll see. But it takes a little attitude, a little inner attitude getting channeled up, and you guys pay attention. I got all kinds of views. Why, thank you. I do appreciate it. I'm just letting it bubble up because, I have feelings and concerns just like everybody else. And, the white liberal female like me, we have a part to play. We have things to say. We have feelings. We have reactions. Why don't you want to hear about us? We're the ones that have been trying to call the cops to deal with things. Now, that's the disappointment. So I've been listening to some videos of people bemoaning this thing and deploring it and everything. This whole episode. Pathetic action by the president who had to hide out in a bunker. I'm all for honesty. I mean, if there's something inside me, I'll bring it up and you can hear about it, and you can tell me about yours and we can just kind of have some honesty here. That's the thing, why be two-faced? Had to do that all my life. So I've had a history with entitlement, and I have entitlement issues. So let me just say, when I was raised from a dad who was an Air Force father and a mother who came from Long Island, I've had a speckled past, nothing exactly straightforward there, and I attended public schools and all of that. But, and I lived in New York City for a couple of years. So I've definitely been exposed to diversity. But then my marriage to someone with entitlement who came from Greenwich had a silver spoon. So I learned when I lived in Fairfield County, right a whisker away from Greenwich, I learned how we women are supposed to talk and act and think and be concerned about the welfare of our children and our family, being protected. And too much diversity will run down the school system. And then how do you get into those Ivy League schools? I mean, you want me to be a paragon of a model of, all the female qualities. But one of them you must be honest enough with yourself to see is that when we women who come into money and are expected to do our part to keep the family unit safe and secure and keep ourselves enlightened and, add in a smattering of progressivism, just to make it look cool. You still want us, face it, you still want us to hold to keeping the policies away that would make real systemic institutional change. I mean, look at even Obama, who was, well, technically a mulatto, but you didn't want him to change the banking policies. Come on, the estate taxes and he helped the banks. He didn't change the money. So the money picture is still the same. Nobody wants to dole out all that, I mean, I was a Bernie delegate, but seriously, was he ever going to win? It just looked good. We didn't really want Bernie with the policies he was talking about because guess what would happen? People would see there was a platform. There would be some power. He could make some banking changes. And before you know it, we'll be right back where we were when all those changes happened to make things more fair in the 60s, that we've whittled away. And now it's more of a stable situation in some respects because you have presidents that have no intention of actually making it fair in our country. In fact, you have a racist president right now, openly racist. So what's wrong with me saying I have some racist issues. I have some racist, parts of my inner profile because they were built there, for heaven's sakes. Look at what you don't want my kids playing with black kids. You don't want me bringing them home. You don't want gosh, I dated a black man once and my parents had a bird. My God. I actually hooked up with Sidney Poitier's nephew in New York City for one night. I barely lived through the event, so never mind that. No, once you go black, you do go back. In my case, anyway, I needed to survive. Oh dear, this video is going viral, isn't it? Well, never mind. I'm just joking. You guys know this whole thing is a big farce, don't you? There's none of this. It's actually in me that I'm channeling. Although it is coming up kind of easily, isn't it? Listen to me. I'm just able to just kind of be my inner racist self, my inner female who has to be quashed, has to put on I'm so used to putting on, the white gloves, the white hat, the whatever, the costume, the outfit, the jogging outfit, through the years, all the different outfits I've had to wear to fit in. I was in Stefford wife country, right next to Darien. In fact, I was the woman who called out Alex Kelly for his dating abuse when he was date raping women. I wrote an editorial one morning before I'd had any coffee. There was a big problem there. And I said, you guys need to take care of your problem next door. Here he is on our beaches, necking with his girlfriend and his ankle bracelet. This man who was on the lam for how many years with his parents supporting him? Didn't want him to go to jail because you know who's in jail. Yeah, he was better than that. He was the wrestling champ. Well, he got 16 years. I happen to think that my getting involved and weighing in from next door, the town across the little waterway, had something to do with it. People got really mad and said, oh, this was an isolated incident. We don't have these issues. We don't support abusers. Yeah, people are pretty nasty inside. We do all kinds of things inside. We don't let it out. Not like this, where I'm talking about racism. I'm talking about it because look at it. It's everywhere. Even that cute mayor from Minneapolis, Jacob Frey, I guess his name. And he was talking about how, he decided he had to call for something that mayors never do and call for the arrest of his employee in the police department to be charged and arrested because his reason, he said, was because any of us, if we were doing that to the neck of a black man, we'd be charged, but a police officer can seemingly get away with it. So I thought, okay, if racism is truly no longer okay in this country, and when we're actually even going after the people who get away with more than anything, get away with racism, are the police, we really want change. And cute mayors, very cute mayors, are calling for it. So, hello, it's time. It's time for us to have a reform society for white, angry, racist females. So this is the Reform Society. So you guys, come on. I've seen some nasty behavior out there on video. Something I'd never considered doing, calling the police on various people because for one man, for swimming in his own pool, entitlement should allow you something. If you're entitled to have a certain place in life, you should be able to enjoy your entitlements. I certainly do. I moved away from Fairfield County because it was just getting a little too diverse for my young children. So I moved up to nice, polite Vermont, very white Vermont. And of course, why? Why did I want them dating, getting all kinds of ideas, changing the social fabric of our nation? There is a little enclave where we white women are allowed to exercise our preferences, and that is keeping things pale, keeping things white bread. That's our thing. That's our thing. We're allowed to do it. Maybe until now, I don't know. Are things changing? We shall see. I'm going to keep talking about this, and we'll see where things go. We'll see what comes up. Okay, Have a good day. Bye.